Okay guys, E3 is underway. I wanted to get something out there while everybody's still waiting on the latest stuff from E3 later on tonight, and majority, I'm from the UK obviously, as you can tell, so I'd like to just share a couple of my thoughts based on last night's, or this morning's Sony press conference and yesterday's Microsoft conference, kind of to get sort of my thoughts across on why, as everyone is clearly saying online, it is all over the internet, Sony won E3, it was a whitewash, everybody's pissed off with Microsoft, everybody's annoyed with what they've done, everybody's like, oh, what are you doing? Not listening to the fans, not listening to the gamers in particular. Sony won it with one statement. There's one statement that basically won the entire war for them, and it's ridiculous how easy it was for Sony to win it. They didn't even have to they just had to turn up and announce a few things. They didn't even have to do anything really. Xbox kind of kicked themselves in the nuts pretty hard. Yeah, used games. PS4 will support the use of used games. You will be able to either lend it to your friend and they can play it on their PS4, or keep it forever. Either way, it's going to be a bonus. But for some reason, Microsoft, no. Apparently you can lend it to one friend. One friend. You can give it to one friend and they can keep it forever. You can keep it forever. Which is kind of nice, but it's a bit of a shit sort of scenario. You can, oh yeah, but that friend has to be on your friends list for 30 days. So basically they're calling you out, and they know what's been going on with the consoles lately, people giving DLC to each other. It's been happening. Friends downloading a game, then going, oh well, I'll sign on to your account and do it that way, and so on and so forth. And oh well, you can't lend that game. Online passes have been there to kind of rectify this situation from a lot of companies, saying, oh well, you can lend people the game, that's fine, but if you want to play online with it, you're gonna have to. You're both gonna have to buy a pass, which I thought was reasonable enough to ask, and the passes were like around about £7, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, basically for Microsoft, everything's a restriction, and they're only now implementing features to alleviate some of the backlash that they've received since their reveal, and probably they might do more since the E3 after seeing what Sony are going to do. I think it's pretty much too late for Microsoft. They've fucked it up. But yeah, I do have some negatives about Sony. I'm not all positive about Sony. I thought that the Gran Turismo 6 showing was pretty damn poor for a game so synonymous with Sony and PS3, and I think it's going to be released on PS3 as well. It just doesn't show anything. It says, we've got all these cool graphics, we've got all these cool graphics, we've got all these cool graphics, everything's better looking, everything's better looking. I was like, right, that's all good and well, but everything looked pretty good in the Gran Turismo 5 from what I can remember. I can't really see the graphics being a selling point. The modelling and suspensions and all that, fair enough, physics is going to be good, but the physics was good in Gran Turismo 5 from what my friends have said. I'm not a big racing game fan, but I think a lot of racing game enthusiasts would have been disappointed with that showing from Gran Turismo 6, but I think the good thing about Gran Turismo 6 for these people is they will love it no matter what, so that's probably why they didn't give a good showing. A lot of Gran Turismo fans will just be like, yeah, this is it, oh, I can't wait, purely coasting on the hype, no concrete sort of gameplay footage, no nothing. For me, disappointing, but I'm not a racing game fan, so it's not going to make much impact on my decision. I'm still, no matter what goes down, I was still going to be waiting for a long time to buy a PS4. I need to start saving, but I'll be honest, there's other things that have just caught my eye recently that I'll be saving for as well. So yeah, that aside, looking at PS4, another negative which I think won't be too much of an issue by the time the PS4 is out, might be for myself. PS4 is basically going down the similar route to Xbox 360 of paying to play online. You basically be paying a small fee, a lot smaller than Xbox I think, to play online, and you get all the benefits of PlayStation Plus along with that, and it carries over from PS3. So it's sort of positive, but with a slight negative of having to pay to play games online. I'm guessing that's not going to change on the PS3. It's still going to be free to play online on the PS3, which if it does change will affect a lot of people, because I know there's a lot of gamers that I play online with that don't have PlayStation Plus. Will I have to invest in it or not play it now? I won't get to play with them. So do you know what I was like? Watch Dogs. We got to see some more Watch Dogs. I didn't manage to catch the Ubisoft stream, and we'll be catching that at some point this week. But from what I've seen of Watch Dogs, I'm pretty impressed. I was already impressed anyway. I already want to get the game on PS3. I'm just eager to see what people make of it. Pardon me, but Microsoft's fucked it up. They've just fucked it up. It's not looking good. I really do not understand how Microsoft can just like fail. There's like, not only have they done this, but they've partnered up with the two biggest companies that are known for being utter wankers to their customer base. Like, I'll hold my hands up. EA recently have redeemed themselves slightly. When it came to SimCity, the launch was shocking, and they redeemed themselves by giving me a free game. Admittedly, the free game I got was pretty shit, through my own choice. I basically looked at the list and thought, well, I don't really want to get another SimCity game, because why would that just basically, that's basically in my eyes them putting SimCity 3000 or SimCity 4 or one of the older SimCity games up for a freebie. Just basically said, we know SimCity sucks, so if you want, you can have this other SimCity game for free to sort of get your SimCity needs elsewhere. Why not just fix the actual SimCity I've just paid 60 quid for? You know what I mean? So looking at this, EA, Activision and Microsoft, the three biggest whores for their money, the three worst customer appreciation sort of companies. EA slightly trying to redeem themselves, but still in my eyes failing. Waiting to see what they do with Sims 4, but on the surface EA are looking pretty crap. Always after money. Microsoft getting worse on that respect. Activision. I'm a Sony gamer. I'm not against Microsoft. I did have an Xbox 360, sold it to get the PS3, and haven't looked back since. Free online gaming was the big one for me, but with the new consoles, I was tempted to shift back to Microsoft, depending on what Sony provide me with. But as you can tell, Sony have aced it. They have basically gone, we want your we want your customer, we want your customer base, we want your custom, we're gonna do whatever you want us to do. And they've shown that they've got that ability. I don't really know what else to say other than Microsoft fucked it up. I've said that a few times already, but they did. They really fucked it up, so it probably needs saying more than once. Everybody's saying it online. I've got a few loyal fans for the Xbox who are probably going to stick with the Xbox One. I don't really. I've heard on, I think it's Angry Joe's video, that he says that they're not going to use it to listen into your conversations, that it is purely listening out for one command, but you can't guarantee that. And like, I don't really want to take that risk. I'm not uber paranoid. I just know that the Americans are seriously pushing being a set of wankers and spying on you at every possible opportunity. I've seen it in TV shows. There's knowing where it's going. I've read about it from deep political people, or like, should I say, people that knew what was coming, and it's, you know, conspiracy theories. I've not read too much into them, but I know that they're out there, and I know that the finger's pointing at America big time on this, the American government, whatever. But Microsoft seems to be adding to the fuel to the fire, and it's about time people realize that, you know, what they're doing is wrong. They're basically restricting everything. Yeah, you could go to PC. You could go to PC, and you know, people would say, "Oh, DRM, you support DRM because everything's DRM on PC." No, you can still do your bit. I mean, like, I saw a gadget in the run-up while I was watching E3, waiting for other videos to start up. I had a nice little video from Randy Pitchford and Nvidia, and the little Nvidia shield. It is awesome. It just looks awesome. The idea of having basically what is an Xbox controller attached to a screen that you can stream, that you can control your PC games using this controller. Oh, it is amazing. It looks amazing. It looks like something I want to get into, and I don't know, this, I suppose it's basically an extension of media center technology and so on and so forth. You can streaming your media center to your Xbox or your PS3 or your PS4 or your Xbox One or whatever. But yeah, it looks epic. Urge you to check it out. Apparently it's going to retail around £300. I'm not 100% sure on that. It's quite expensive for what it is. It's basically like you're buying, it's an Android based system, and you know, there's other, don't forget guys as well, I was told this a while ago, Steam boxes, they are coming. They are going to rival consoles. They're the same sort of system but using Steam games, and to be fair, you know, if they're going to be a little bit cheaper than the PS4, they might be a viable option. I mean, for those of you who are not bothered about like being on PS4 or Xbox One, who just want to play games with your friends, and your friends are quite content to be on Steam, I'm not being funny, but this sounds like you could be on Steambox in your living room playing against your friends who are on a PC in their study or whatever, playing their games on their PC, playing against you, with you, in your living room, playing it like a console, with a console sort of with an Xbox controller or something similar. Seems like a good step forward. But yeah, just wanted to say, Sony, well done. You've just knocked it out of the park. I'm not really a fan of stuff like baseball and cricket and what have you, but you really did knock it out of the park. Screw Microsoft. They need to really provide us with some concrete evidence that they are even considering implementing strategies to match Sony's. There is no need for them to do this whole DRM and fuck you, we want your money and always online bullshit. It's basically them just saying we don't care about you as a customer, we want to spy on you and all sorts of unnecessary bullshit. So let's hope that Microsoft can rescue this, but I guarantee there'll still be a load of thick people, or maybe that's a harsh word, loyal sheep that will support Microsoft in their endeavours to spy on people and basically provide a TV remote that you can use hands-free by talking to it. So yeah, hopefully guys you've enjoyed this, and if you have, like and subscribe. Feel free to comment. I love to hear from what people's thoughts are. I've only started this like a couple of weeks ago, so please critique me in the comments, and you know, maybe I can improve and get people more interested in what I'm doing. I'm hoping to start a let's play on Sims 3 in the near future. I'm just basically trying to get my head around fraps and get this started. I have other games that I could do let's plays on. I'll probably list a few of them in the descriptions, and if anybody would like to see me boss a few of those games, feel free. Although I'm a big gamer, I'm not very good. I will it could be quite funny to watch me play certain games. I've got one of my subscribers who I play with regularly on Call of Duty. I'm guessing he would love me to do some Call of Duty because I suck and it is immensely entertaining, but I do game with quite a few really good players on Call of Duty and we have a blast. So you might see some Call of Duty videos. I've got some Black Ops 2 clips of me having some reasonably good runs on one on standoff, so feel free to check those out and comment. In the meantime, happy gaming. Hopefully enjoy the rest of your week, and I will be back with more gaming footage or videos, vlogs in the near future. I'll speak to you soon guys. See ya.